Hello, who are you?
Hi everyone, I'm Martin Ascher, the founder of Ascher Racing. I founded a company in 2014 as a student straight from university, long time ago, like 11 years already. It was a long journey. I started with pedal shifters, and the reason for that was that I was a broke student who couldn't afford any better sim racing gear, so I started to build it by myself. I was studying aeronautical engineering and kind of mechanical engineering, and I was part of the Formula student team, so that got me into motorsports actually. Of course, I grew up with Michael Schumacher winning Formula 1 and everything, and I had a sim wheel back in 2000, the Microsoft stuff. But I was trying to race cars and I was enjoying that. And I bought some cheap sim racing gear, and that was the point where I got really hooked in iRacing and sim racing in general. And I wanted to get better products, so in Formula Student I learned how to design stuff, how to manufacture and test and everything. So that got me hooked, and it was a long journey, as I said, from pedal shifters. That was my very first product. Then it turned into steering wheels somehow during the years, and now even motorsports. So we are bridging the gap between sim racing and motorsports, and as you can see in the background, we are also doing real motorsports wheels. So the McLaren Artura GT4 wheel is the very same as the sim racing version. And it's a huge circle that's closed.
Which problem were you trying to solve?
Back in the day, there was not much high-end hardware, and the little products that were available were really expensive. So I wanted to create a better experience for everyone and a better entry point, to make really good hardware a little bit more affordable. That's the main goal.
Where does your company's name come from?
I think out of all brands, I've got the most easy choice, so I just named the company as per my last name. So I'm a little bit uncreative in that regard, but nowadays it's cool when you enter an iRacing lobby and people are asking me if I'm the guy from the steering wheel. So that's the story behind that.
So, what sets you apart from the others?
I can say that I have huge respect of other brands, and I don't want to compare directly. I can emphasize what I'm trying to do, and that's focus on the best technological solution for my products and really good ergonomics. I try to make everything reachable with your thumb, as many inputs as possible. I try to make a technical best solution like LEDs with only one LED per button and no light bleed and great light diffusion and everything, that kind of stuff. And I try to develop parts for sim racing. They are motorsport grade. So all our solutions are the same as in real motorsports. We try to be really reliable. Nothing will break. We have test machines for pedal shifters. I turned the machine off after 2 million cycles because there was no single fault or anywhere. That kind of stuff is like form follows function in our case. We try to make it as usable and then try to design it with our specific taste of looks.
How deep are you involved in the design process nowadays?
So, as I mentioned earlier, my company is not super young. So after about 5 or 6 years in my operation, I teamed up with KW Automotive. It's an automotive company in motorsports world, and they are doing vehicle suspensions and also sim racing. And I'm the engineer, so I focus on engineering products, and that's what I'm trying to do. I used to be a one-man show, so I was building products in my basement. Nowadays, I only focus on product development. So we build the first prototypes, 3D print a lot, tests, iterate, and once it's going into serious production, KW takes over and I focus on the next product.
What would you say is your brand's mission?
The mission of the brand is to make the best possible products as affordable as possible. I mean, we are in the high-end, high-price kind of market, but we try to build the best price-performance ratio. I mean, our customers usually upgrade and end up with our brand. Only a tiny little amount enters from nothing with our product. So we are the end point in the normal upgrade path. That's how I see it.
How much DNA comes from real motorsports?
I think we don't make a real separation between motorsports and sim racing because everything is designed as you would design for motorsports. So for the harsh conditions, for vibrations, for endurance, for reliability. And I mean, we build real motorsport products, so it's for us it's one big thing. And if you look at real motorsports wheels, some of them are not as good as sim racing products nowadays are. So it's a giant thing that fused together in a way.
Where lies your focus? Is it realism, comfort or fun?
Realism is, I don't really understand in a hardware point of view, because we are doing the real thing. Realism in simulations is a different thing. I think they are really, really great nowadays. Fun is the thing that's always why we sit there and race. So that's the main goal. Nobody is doing it for money. I mean, they are paid drivers nowadays, but they have fun as well, I'm sure. Comfort is like ergonomics are top of the list for us because we are doing endurance races by ourselves, and if I drive 4 hours Nordschleife with the Porsche Cup car, if my hands hurt, I try to improve the grips, like for the 120th iteration or something like that.
For which kind of person are you developing your products?
I would say the hardcore ones are our main customers, and we also focus on creating super sophisticated details in software and LED profiles and telemetry analysis and automatic byte point switching and stuff like that. So you can use our products as a get and forget solution. You don't have to go into LED profiles, but you can open the box of tools and adjust everything you need.
So we are at SimRacing Expo. What is that one thing you want visitors to remember?
So probably when somebody sees the wheel, he is like impressed how it looks and feels, and takes it in his hands and see, oh, the weight feels high quality and something like that. So maybe if you can nail it down to one word, it's like, that's impressive.
In the end, why should I buy an Ascher racing product?
Because you want to have it, because it suits your taste, and you want to have it because it feels good, it's reliable, and you like how it works and looks.